the space race. The Cold War with the Soviet Union is still going strong, playing out across the globe and the final frontier. By the end of the Cold War, $7 trillion has been spent, keeping America ahead of her communist rival. The result? One of the most sophisticated and daring spacecraft ever built, the Space Shuttle.
The Space Shuttle was a beautiful idea, an elegant craft that would be more efficient, more economical, because it could take off and land and be reusable.
The shuttle adds to America's consumer boom. One of its primary functions is to launch communications satellites, helping expand America's ever-growing appetite for entertainment, communications, telephones, and GPS. And the technology that goes into the shuttle also comes back to Earth. Cell phones, water purification, airplane landing gear, firefighting equipment, cordless power tools, medical tech, and even ski wear. All benefited from the shuttle program. For many, the shuttle is symbolic of the American story.
It's like one of those self-fulfilling prophecies. You know, let's work for a better future, we'll get the better future.
Talk about the frontier spirit. It's not a question of succeeding or failure, it's just continuous growth, which is really inspirational.
25th Space Shuttle mission, and it is...
But the nation's faith in technology is about to receive a blow. The shuttle is a new era for America. Space-age technology is powering the country forward. The nation's been built on innovation. New technologies create progress, wealth, expansion. As axes improve, forests can be cleared at a greater rate. And new military technology wins wars, makes nations.
Throughout our history, every one of these technologies has been transformative in a way that has changed economies, it's changed lives, it's changed settlement patterns.
It takes entrepreneurs like Andrew Carnegie. He takes new steel production techniques and supersizes them to produce vast quantities of the raw materials that build the great American cities. And engineering geniuses like Mulholland. His 223-mile LA aqueduct allows a city to grow from the desert. But progress often carries a human cost. 1825. Building the Erie Canal to connect the Great Lakes to New York City claims nearly 1,000 lives. 1865. The Transcontinental Railroad, almost 2,000 lives. At the turn of the century, 2 out of every 5 men die or are disabled building the skyscrapers of America's new cities.
3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
Now, the Space Shuttle is the pinnacle of a new era of American technology. 1986 is to be the fleet's busiest year. The crew of the Challenger shuttle is chosen to represent a cross-section of modern America. Different races, backgrounds, professions.
And the idea always was, can we begin to open this up somehow to more people than just highly trained astronauts?
The dream of spaceflight is extending to everyday Americans. The shuttle is seen as an easy, safe route to the final frontier.
Go and throttle up.
But on January 28, 1986, just 73 seconds after takeoff, Challenger explodes, live on national television.
You could see that it took the audience a few seconds to realize what they were seeing because it was so hard to interpret.
7 lives lost.
All of a sudden, it was like, how could that have happened? I mean, NASA, the United States, we're like the best in the world at this. What happened?
Challenger, go and throttle up.
It was like a blow to the gut of the nation. And we do fail at times. But the greatest test comes from what happens after you realize and accept the fact that you fail. Do you go crawl into a corner and never do anything again? Or do you get back up, dust yourself off, and move forward?
Just 3 years after Challenger, the Cold War is over, and so is the space race.